Hi, I'm Betsy Kim, Editorial Director of Lawyers.com. I'm here with Mikal Watts, a partner at Watts, Guerra & Kraft. He's also the court-appointed lead counsel in the multi-district litigation against Pradaxa, a blood thinner. So, Mikal, what have been the complaints against Pradaxa?
People here in the United States with a condition known as atrial fibrillation. A drug known as Coumadin or warfarin has been around for about 60 years to thin their blood to reduce the risk of stroke. Coumadin has worked well for millions of people in reducing the risk of stroke. In 2010, a German company called Boehringer Ingelheim sought permission to introduce a competitor to Coumadin or warfarin, and that competitor is known as Pradaxa. The problem with Pradaxa is that unlike Coumadin, if you have a bleeding event on Coumadin or warfarin, you can reverse it. You can inject somebody with vitamin K and reverse the bleeding effect, and therefore people won't bleed to death. With Pradaxa, it has a different mechanism of action, and they introduce the product without a reversal agent. So somebody on Pradaxa that starts bleeding, there's no way to stop the bleeding.
When have people experienced the problems? On the operating table?
It's death on the operating table. It's death at home. Grandma gets out of the bathroom, slips, falls, skins her knee. Sometimes when she's on Pradaxa, they just can't stop the bleeding. We've had cases where people were on Pradaxa that were on heart transplant lists. They go in to get the heart transplant, and while they're on a very secure operating environment, they bleed to death. And that just doesn't happen anymore with today's technology. The reason they're bleeding to death is because of the Pradaxa.
So what are you trying to accomplish with your litigation?
One thing we'd like them to do is to develop an antidote as soon as possible. Number two, there are a lot of people who were needlessly killed. There's a lot of people who were needlessly catastrophically injured and have been pushed into a non-active state in their golden years, and those people are entitled to compensation. But thirdly, this kind of conduct needs to be punished so that other drug companies just aren't pushing out marketing gimmicks to make billions of dollars using the American people as unsuspecting lab rats.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Mikal. I'm Betsy Kim, reporting for Lawyers.com.